Hello everyone, it's Dave, aka Realtor Dave, and I'm here today to talk about a topic that I've been asked about a lot lately, and that is, should I use a realtor when buying a new home or a new condo? Before I answer that question, a little background. So I'm probably been asked this a lot lately because of the lack of resale inventory, and I think people are naturally starting to look around when they can't find what they're looking for in the resale market. And when you walk into a show home, realize that person who works there works for the developer. Despite what they say, and they may all be all cheery, and they may say they have your best interest at heart, but at the end of the day, they're employed for by the developer. This isn't to say I think anything less of them, but realize, how can they have the best interest of two people at heart? They're working for the developer, and they want to sell you only a condo or home done by that developer. If you went in there and said what you're looking for, and they knew a better option was next door, I guarantee you they will not send you next door. That is not their job. Their job is to sell you a home for the developer they are working for. So then why should you use a realtor? Well, first of all, a good realtor, if you're not working with a good realtor, find one, has your best interests at heart. There's a famous story, and famous, in the Calgary circles, of a condo building that shall remain nameless a couple years back, when they were pre-selling their units, and they're selling the units, was telling people, oh, don't worry about that homeless shelter across the street. They're moving. There was no plans to move that shelter. Regardless of what your feelings are of realtors, we are bound by an ethics conduct. Principally among that, we cannot lie to we can't lie to anybody. Can't lie to clients, to customers, to other realtors, the general public, no one. Salespeople are not bound by that. And I think that's a pretty extreme example, but it's a good representation that a realtor, in this case, poked around, would have found out what the salesperson was saying was untrue. Now, obviously, this, if you're buying a home in the suburbs, this example doesn't quite apply to you, but the overall theme is that a realtor will be looking out for your best interests, should point things out about the area, the long-term resale of the area, long-term resale of the home, the layout you're choosing, these sorts of things, right? So that's one reason I think you should consider realtors. They're going to look out for your best interests. The second is that they should help you comparison shop. If you're only looking for new homes, that's strictly what you want to do, you want to build your own home, you still need to comparison shop, and you should be comparison shopping to what is currently on the market as well as what can be built. And the reason for that is then you can get a good idea of what your money buys. I told you this example, and I had this video a couple months back where I said my problem with new condos is that they're pre-building these things, they're building them up, and as soon as they're complete, and they had to compete against the resale market, they're cutting the price. And there's one client in particular that I thought of that we went in there and literally the salespeople had just cut the price 10%. They let everyone move in, then they cut the price because they knew that they cut the price beforehand, people get pissed off, but they had to cut the price to compete in the resale market. And I'm seeing a lot of this still. So it's very important that you have a realtor who will show you around, point out why I think you're selling for what they're selling for, so that you have a good understanding of what your money buys. When you have a good understanding of what your money buys, you're more likely to make an informed decision. Now, the third reason you should use a realtor is that at the end of the day, regardless of what you're being told, what I'm seeing out there right now, the same price applies to everybody, whether you're using a realtor or whether you're not. And the reason for that is if you don't use a realtor, that salesperson is getting paid that commission. Those salespeople work on a commission basis, and I'm sure they get some salary, but principally on a commission basis, and they get paid less money when realtors are involved. I just signed a sheet on Saturday, and I signed one the Friday before, both times with new developers, that said same price for everybody. So really, the third reason to use a realtor, they're looking out for, or you're not paying for them. They're looking out for your interests, and you're not paying for them. Sounds like a perfect situation to me. Obviously, I'm biased. However, those are my feelings. It's kind of a complicated subject. So if you have any further questions, as always, 403-990-1278. Or get at my email account, dave.rhyderch@creb.com. Thanks a lot, guys. It's a beautiful February day here. I'm going to get off and rolling. But hope you're all doing very well. Thanks very much for your support. Talk to you soon, guys. Bye.